Hello again, this is Thurman from Burnley Farm Apiary. It is February 22nd, it's about 11 a.m. We have come out to our very muddy yard to do a little spring cleaning on the hives. As you can see, I've taken the blankets off and I have moved the hives. They used to sit from east to west because it just fit better within my yard. I like everything kind of pointing a certain direction, but I found that the hive that was on the west side got the least amount of sunlight, upwards of 3 hours. It was the last one to get suns in the morning, and it was the first one to lose sun in the evening because there's this whole tree line right here to the west side, and so they weren't doing as good. I've made a couple of combines from swarms from last year, but they were always the weakest, and I'm attributing that to the fact that they got the least amount of sunlight. So I have moved the entire assembly over here, so now it faces due east, and as you can see, everybody is out this morning. It's supposed to reach about 65, maybe even 70 degrees today. It's hard to say, but I kind of like this setup. I think it's going to be good. I've taken the blankets off. You can see them back here on the table now. I won't be putting them back on unless the temperature really starts to drop. They did a good job. I did learn not to put my duct tape directly on the box. It's kind of messing that up. But as it heats up, you know, throughout the summer, I'll be able to scrape that off and treat it. So I'm fine here. So as you can see, all the bees are out flying. We're going to get in there and we're going to see if there's any queen cells being built right now, and hopefully they're not getting ready to swarm. When we moved the boxes, we found that box number 1 and box number 4 were really light. Box number 3 was heavy, but they had an entire deep that was full of honey, plus they're a strong colony, so they were a lot heavier to move. But my son and I, we were out here early this morning fixing everything, changing everything from this location here to that location there. So I'm just waiting on Alex right now to come on out here and help me. It's going to be nice. The young man is he's looking to do an Eagle Scout project where he's going to build an apiary. He's courting a church right now that has a community garden, and so we're going to see how that goes. So if we find out that he's able to do the project, I will film that entire process from beginning to end, and we'll make one big video of it so that everybody can see that apiaries are not just good for individuals, they're not just good for, you know, companies, but they're also good for the community, as it's going to produce honey for the church's food bank. It's going to give a place for new beekeepers to keep bees if they can't keep them on their own property, and it's just going to help out the community garden that's down there that's used a lot to feed the food bank. So all in all, an Eagle Scout project with an Eagle Scout project that's a honeybee apiary is going to be a wonderful thing. So I'll keep you in touch on that. Okay, get back to you in a little bit. So I just took a quick peek inside this hive, and it looks like we have a dead out. There's bees up on top where I've got sugar at, but it looks like they starved to death. As I said earlier, my son Alexander, who's going to be doing his Eagle project, which is an apiary hopefully, is here joining me. So he's going to be filming this while we take a look inside. So if you take that, remember that.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. So let's start right now. We're just going to pop it off. Come up around here, please. I want you to look down inside. I'm going to take this entire top off right here. Put it right there. So back up around the side. Alright, so what I want to show you is that I already looked inside here just a few minutes ago, and I found everything's empty. All the comb and everything's empty, and there were bees with their faces stuck in there, so they starved to death. You can see all the sugar that's down there, and despite the sugar and what I did to take care of them during the winter time, they still starve. Okay?
That's
so
sad.
It's a shame to find that, but it happens. You can see some of them are still moving. It's really bad. It's sad. I don't like seeing this. This is my first dead out like this, where my bees have starved. So we're going to take a look in the top. So I'm just going to get rid of these girls real fast. So I'm sorry to lose them, but they've always been weak.
And angry.
Yeah, weak and angry, yeah. But I just found out, you know. So if you take a look, let me bring this box back over, and we'll take a look in what the second one looked like. And we'll see how bad it is. Just going to block up this entrance. Not that it's going to help a lot, but you know, do what we can do. Okay, so we're going to take a look up inside of here. Pop this top. As you can see, they had food. They've had sugar. They never really took it. I got to get down inside to see whether they've moved up, and hopefully the whole colony hasn't died. Let's take out the liquid that we had for them, sugar water. Let's start taking a look in here. Drawn comb, nothing in it. So I mean, there is always that chance that I've just lost the queen. See, look at that. See, it's a dead bee inside. She had died trying to find food. So I guess I should have just taken some of the honey that I had from one of the other ones and put it in here with them. And I can still do that if I can find a queen real fast. But we've got a lot of girls that are just dead stuck in here.
Ew.
So I think the best thing to do with these girls is to just combine them, what's left of them, with another hive. Hopefully I won't have this same problem. I was just boasting how my hives were doing really good, but I can see that they're not. I mean, when I got girls that have just died like this, it's really sad. So here's my queen, right here.
Did you paint her?
Yeah, she got a little dab on her. So my queen is still alive. So that's really good. Okay, that's a good sign. All right. So what we're going to do now then, since I've still got a queen, is I am going to take the frame of honey real fast, and I'm going to stick it right there beside them. Because that's what they need. So I'm going to come over here to number 3 real fast.
There's a lot of mud here.
I'm going to come over to number 3 real fast. As you can see, these girls got more than enough. Don't block your own sun. You're putting your shadow on it.
Sorry. I'm going to go around the side.
Yep. They're getting angry now.
Yes, they are.
Yep. We're going to move easy. Okay. You see, I've still got some capped honey here. Got a little bit.
Should we back up?
Nope, just stay right where you're at.
Alright.
You're fine.
I'm trying to get a shot of you, but your body's blocking. Alright.
I need that thing. Okay, just stay right there. There you go. Now let's get these girls off of here.
So that's what you use the brush for?
Yep. So we're going to give them some honey. Stick that right in there beside them. Let's take a look at this real fast. Yeah, these are just bees just looking for food.
That's a lot of bees.
Okay, but we're just going to slide all these frames in. They've got plenty of brood room. If as long as my my queen is able to lay, we're going to be all right. So let's make sure she's got frames in which she can lay in. And I'm going to take another frame of honey, because they've got lots. I'm going to take another frame of honey over here. Gotta move fast. If I've got two hives open, then that can start producing robbing instincts. I don't want that. Okay, there's not a lot of honey, but it's enough, and I'll make us some sugar water and I'll start feeding these girls. So let's shut them down. It's like starting all over again.
These are some angry bees.
So one last look inside before we shut her up. Alright, and we're going to shut these girls down. So I will come back out here with some sugar water for them and start feeding them like crazy. I thought they had enough. Alright. Shut it off.
Pause or what?
Yeah, whatever.
Oh, I got gloves on.
Alright, well, it's time for me to move over to this table. Alright, so we're going to go into number 3 now, who we just borrowed the couple of little frames of honey left over from them, and put it over there. Man, it was tight. Okay, break the seal here. Okay, and I'm going to slide this right over to the table, and we're going to go straight down into the bottom. Gosh, that's heavy. Lock them up in here. Let's take a quick look down here, shall we? All right. Man, they stuck these together. Look at all that propolis they built. Look at that. Now, this is something you're going to have to get used to. Alright. There we go. Let's see how they're doing. A couple of queen cell cups unused. Nothing's over here. Let's keep going. This is what we got to look for, because okay, they've still got some capped honey right there. So if they've got a little bit there, then there should be some in here too. And this is the bottom box, so it's good that they've got some down in here. No babies as of yet. At least so far. Let's keep moving in. Take a quick look. Empty. Completely empty. Empty. So it might be time for a reversal on this box. I'm finding that everything down here is empty, and that top one was heavy, so I think they've already moved up. So I'm going to do a reversal. See, it's all empty. I'm just trying to take a quick look down here to see how much honey there might be and if the queen's down here doing anything, but I don't think the queen's down here. We're also looking for queen cells. See, there's a queen cup right there, but it's unused. Oh, looks like I got a honey frame here. So you can see they still got a little honey here on the corner. It'd be better for me to scrape that all down, make it more level across. Alright. So yep, I think that's what I'm going to do here. Yep, that's exactly what I'm going to do. So we're going to slide all these back and I'm going to make a reversal. And luckily I didn't find any queen cells here. Doesn't mean there isn't any in the box. I still got to get to the next level. So we're going to take these girls and slide them right over here. I keep a table nearby just so I can do all this work. Alright, let's see, take a look down here. You can see where the sugar is, but you know what? I really don't see any dead bees. So that's a good sign. One right there, but you know what? They're doing pretty good. This isn't too bad. This isn't too bad at all. Alright. So let me grab this box right here and pop it over. Man, it's heavy. Yep, heard the telltale crunch of bees. Sorry I crushed them. Got a little choice in the matter. Alright, so now we're going to pop this top off. We're going to take a look inside. So, you can see they're doing really good. Very happy about that. I'm going to take this out. Make it easier. They're eating their... Oh, got it?
Yep.
Still running?
Yeah.
Okay, they're eating their pollen patty. They're eating their sugar. They've still got capped honey, as you can see.
Ooh.
Okay. I was hoping I was going to be able to take this for myself, but it looks like they needed it. So I hope number 4 is doing good. Whoa, this one's still heavy. So, and there's the reason why. It has a full frame of capped honey on both sides. And I'm going to tell you, that feels like it's like 10 pounds there.
That's great.
Yeah.
That one's mine.
That one's yours, huh?
Yep.
So, the queen should not be on this frame at all. How's the battery?
It's not showing battery.
Okay. I know we're low on battery. Oh, this one's heavy too. So,
I'm sure it'll tell us when it's out of battery.
so if you looked at the last frame that was over here, look back down the side there, and you see how that's got dry cappings? Look at this one. This one's got wet cappings. It's kind of weird to see wet and dry. But we got some open cells. It's got honey in it, but there's a lot of capped. There's the other side.
Yeah.
Again, let's see if we can find the queen up in the middle. She might be starting to lay. Let's see here. Give a little blow. Okay, I don't see any eggs. I do see wet honey, but that could just be because they've opened them up and they're eating them, which I'm sure is what we're looking at here. I love how you can just blow and they just move out of your way. Okay, so I'm really happy with these here. Move this patty over here. Grab that little sugar block there. Okay. Whoa, another heavy one. Make sure you're not blocking that with your finger, blocking the microphone. The same thing, just a frame of capped honey. So if I need to take honey out of this for the other bees, I can do that. Hoping number one can pull itself together. Come on. God, that's some sticky stuff there.
Heavy.
It is. Is it loaded on that side?
Yep.
Completely loaded on this side too. So it looks like you're going to get some honey after all, Alex.
Awesome.
Yeah, once the flow starts, I'm going to have to extract these. But if you look right here, you can see where the bees have eaten the tops off and they're getting into their honey. Right there, see? Mm-hmm. They're sucking the honey up. Now, you know, during the winter time, these bees, when they come up here to get honey and they're all in their big cluster trying to keep the queen warm, the outside bees will take these honeys one little tiny drop at a time, and they'll pass it tongue to tongue all the way through until they can feed the queen and all the girls on the inside. So they've really got it down how they're supposed to be acting. These are actually some pretty big girls here. They are. I don't see any drones. But you can see I've got a mixed population here, so, you know, some are really tiger striped, other ones are kind of dark. So it shows that I've got, you know, good genetics in here. I got a really good queen in here. If you look down through the bottom, can you see in there? You can see how clean they are. Just hanging straight down at the bottom. You can see how clean they are. They clean out all their debris. Okay. They clean out the debris. They make really good honey. Lots of honey. Yeah, really good genetics. I really like these girls. So this is the one that I want to make all my queens off of. I'm going to try to make queens this year. Okay, a little less honey here. Oh, more on that side?
Yeah, there's a lot on this side.
Yeah.
That's nice.
You know, I can't remember ever really seeing the queen inside of this colony. I know she's there, and that matters more to me than anything else, but I would like to find her at some point.
Thank her. Is that bee stinging another one?
Well, they're checking her out pretty good. I don't know if she's from another colony or not. Flew in when I had this open. But I really like these girls. There we go. Now we got into the empty frame. So this is where my queen will be. I'm just going to take these empty ones and put them in the middle and put the honey on the outside. I have seen no queen cells as of yet. Yep. Just another empty frame. Okay, so she's not laying yet. I'm guessing at some point she'll start up. Alright, so we're going to slide these in, and we're going to take these frames that got honey, we're going to move them to the outside. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, and then I'm just going to put these right now. I know that I should probably checkerboard these, but what I'm going to do right now is I'm just going to put these in the way it is, so that I need a frame. I need a frame. All right, there we go. So I'm not going to checkerboard it at the moment. I'll come back in a week or two and I'll take a good look at it and I'll see whether I need to checkerboard it. Now, last year I didn't have comb. If you guys remember when this whole experiment started, I didn't have any comb. All I had was just frames working out. So, but a little patience goes a long way. So now I've got 4 frames of empty brood comb on the inside, and it's got 3 frames of honey on the outside. And now I'm going to put this whole box back on there. So these girls got lots of room to do things in. There shouldn't be any reason in the world why they should swarm. I hope. So we just put the box on it. I just like putting the box on. Alright, so now it's time to go into my last hive here. Take a look at them.
This is your last hive?
We're going to let these bees calm down a little bit before I do that. So you could stop that and then we'll start it back up in a moment.
Alright.
Alright, we're going to take a look inside my last hive. And we're going to see how these girls are doing. Do the same thing. We're going to start at the bottom. Hopefully we won't run into the same thing that we ran into on the first one. Doesn't look like it. Looks like they're doing pretty good. Good, good, good. Happy to see that. So we'll get into these things real fast. See what we're dealing with. Okay, so it's empty. And it's empty. And only got half comb on it. So we'll slide that one up into the center when it comes back so they can rebuild. Okay, so they do have still a lot of wet honey that's up in here, and they've got some that's capped on this frame, but the back side is empty. Remember, the main thing that I'm looking for here is just to make sure that they've got honey stores, that they're doing okay, and I'm looking for any queen cells. It's going to indicate that they want to take off and live someplace else. So, a lot of wet capped honey here. It's too bad you can't taste this. I would pop some of this off for you right here.
Oh, really?
You want to try?
I do. Wait, no, it's not going to work. It's not going to work.
Just unzip real fast.
No, I will succeed. There we go.
Alright. So my cameraman, okay, we accidentally flipped you off. How'd that taste?
That's good.
That was really good?
Oh, yeah.
Alright. Alright, let's get back in here. Here.
Waxing that.
Yeah, remember not to block the microphone on the bottom, son. Yeah, the wax is good. You can swallow it.
Really?
Yep.
I probably should not have spit it out then.
No, you shouldn't, because now the bees will come into your mask and start sucking out the wax. Alright, so we've got honey in here too. Trying to see a queen. But they're doing good. I don't see any dead bees on the bottom. Got a little honey on one corner over here. Looks like they've already eaten out the honey stores on the other side. So if you remember me saying, in our supers we put it we put frames in there to make it so it's 9 frames, and the reason for that, Alex, is right here. Because they can build this out, if you look on the side right here, see, normally it would be built out to right there. But when they can build it out that much more, look how deep that is compared to this here. So you see how it's so much deeper here?
Yeah.
It holds a lot more honey per frame because they draw it out more. Now these are drawn out more on the corners because they were frames without foundation. There was no wax on them whatsoever, so they just drew it out to suit their own needs. Okay, they got capped honey here. They got wet honey on the inside, so nobody's ready to start laying yet, you know, but the bees are smarter than I am. Now you can see that they still got pollen here. Look here. So you can still see the pollen here, right? Down the bottom, and then they got all capped honey. But if you look at some of these cells, some of this honey has started to crystallize on the inside. I don't know if you can see it or not, but some of it is starting to crystallize. You can see where it just looks like it's sugar inside of there.
Fat bee.
But they could be just taking the sugar from the top. I bet you that's what it's doing. It might not have crystallized at all. I bet you they've taken the sugar that I was supplying them during the winter time, and they were bringing it down here and storing it, because you can see it all through here.
That's sugar?
Well, no, this is pollen here, but you can see it up in here.
Oh.
Okay, this is pollen here. But look at that. That entire frame has got pollen in it. I'm trying to put it to the sun so you can see inside. All right. Okay, so they've got pollen there, they've got honey there, so they're doing good, and then they got an empty frame. So I'm just going to bring those out. I'm going to do the exact same thing that I did to the last one. I'm going to put all these empty frames in the center now, because if we do have a cold night, that's where they're going to go. And I know some people might tell me that I should be putting the honey right up into them. But you know what? I'm going to come back out here in a couple of weeks. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. I'm going to come back out here in a couple of weeks, maybe even next week, and check them again. All depends on how weather's doing. And let's see here. So this frame right here has never been used. You can see where I had wax moth get into it, and I had to dig all that out. But I scraped it off. It's been sitting in the truck. It's frozen a couple of times during the winter time. So, well, you know what? I'm not going to use that one. Find one that just starting. Yeah, you can see here, if you look on the inside, see I got to clean it out. You see the mess that's in there? There's that's where something had gotten in there, and it looks, so I've had to clean some of these up. Let's see here. All I need is one frame that looks halfway decent. There we go. That one's still got some, still got a little pollen in it. We'll go with this one. All right. So I'm just gonna drop this right up in here. Alright, so we're going to close these up. Let's see here. We already know that they haven't gone. They haven't moved upwards yet, have they? Here's the second box. Oh, see, it's still got sugar water in it. Now it's starting to ferment, so we're not going to give them that. They do not get that. So we'll take a quick look at the top box where it sits. Okay. Oh, there's a nice frame. Let's use that frame instead of the one that was over here. Alrighty. So empty. Empty. Yeah, these girls never... Nice frames. Yeah, nice frames. But these girls never came up. They lived down in the bottom box the whole time, whereas number 3 hive, the one we just came out of, right here, pay attention. The one we just came out of, they lived in both boxes the whole time. So that's a really nice frame. So we're just going to put these back. Put some empty frames on the outside for them to start drawing. I'll start drawing. Ooh, there's a nice one. Put that one on the inside. There we go. Alrighty. Yeah, so we're going to top these girls off. Now this super here is empty, just like the other supers that are on here right now. I will probably be putting frames in there the next time I come out here and check on them. Okay, so we're done. Come here, girls. Come here, girls. Get in there. All right. So that's it for this time. I hope you enjoy everything that we're doing here. It's been a wonderful experiment that we've been doing, our first year beekeeping, and I'm enjoying it a lot. I look forward to spring coming here so I can start my swarm catching again and making a split out of at least one box here and maybe 2, and hopefully filling up all my boxes. I plan on building more boxes, and I plan on helping Alexander with his eagle project where he's going to start his own apiary. So Alexander, why don't you sign off for us? Alexander from Burnley Farm Apiary. Y'all take care.
Alexander from Burnley Farm Apiary. Y'all take care.